Hi everyone, so this video review is for When Hearts Collide by Renee. If you want to check out my review, I have just posted that, so if you're on YouTube, there's a link in the description below, and if you're on my blog, then the details are in the post. And this is the video review, so When Hearts Collide by Renee. This was really sweet. Harlan and Annie meet when they are both involved in sort of minor collision with their cars, and Harlan isn't doing so well, sort of feeling the pressures of life, including a complicated ongoing issue with a past love after some tragedy. And Annie is just trying to figure out who she is and what she wants, but she is hiding something and struggling with sharing it herself. But they seem to get along, and that's where things get a bit complicated. I really enjoyed this because the whole start of the story had me nodding in agreement and really empathizing with both Harlan and Annie. Annie really reminded Harlan of this love that she had lost but was still clinging to, and I think that helped because it meant she understood Annie in a way that she had never really felt anyone had understood her before. And I think that was the really important thing. Both these characters, they had struggled in the past with people understanding them, and it's very much one of those things that I think we all can relate to. You've all been in a situation where you didn't feel like you belonged, or you didn't feel people understood you, or you just didn't fit in, and you knew it, and it messes with your mental health. And they were both like that, and so I think it just, this kind of had Annie chasing a bit after Harlan because she felt seen, and I think meeting Harlan really grew her confidence, which was so lovely. And she was just eccentric and fun, and she was unapologetically herself, which was absolutely brilliant. Need to do that. It was a reminder to not be a compromise for anyone, and to be yourself. Just be yourself. It works. People will either like you or they won't like you, but they might as well like you for you. And I think that was a big lesson that Annie taught. But I completely understood how that was making everything so much more difficult for her. Making decisions when you're overwhelmed or unsure of who you really are is just a really tough place to be in. And I actually cried a lot over this book because I've really felt so connected to the characters. I'm trying really hard not to cry because it's going to ruin my makeup. And then Harlan's story, actually, it really did make me cry, because to have gone through such heartache and yet not be able to close it off and have to live with it because it was something she couldn't really ignore, that so struck a nerve. And then the position she found herself in, it just wasn't a pleasant one. You could sense she still felt guilt, she felt hesitance, she was carrying all of this even though she really didn't need to. And then that was kind of affecting things with Annie, so my heart broke for her because I was so happy when she tried with Annie, and I was so happy for her, and I was like, you're gonna have to let something go. But it was something she deserved. I don't think she knew she needed it, and I just had to hope she wouldn't backtrack and hurt Annie, because that is so easy to do. So easy to do. And I really enjoyed this. Around the more heartbreaking moments, it really, it had some really sentimental ones that were filled with lots of heart and happiness and hope as well. So it was a lovely read. I really enjoyed it. I did cry. It was very, very therapeutic, and I hope you will enjoy it too. So I'll pop a link in the description so you can grab a copy of When Hearts Collide by Renee, which I hope you will. If you've read When Hearts Collide, I would love to know what you thought of it, so please do share and let me know. And if you haven't read it yet, but you're planning to read it, it's on your to-be-read list, or you're now super intrigued and thinking, yeah, I really want to read that, then again, please do share. Please do let me know, because it's always great to find out what you're interested in reading. And if you do read it, I really hope you fall in love with it as much as I did. Bye.